You're listening to WJHS 91.5, The Eagle. Welcome to Media in the Making, a podcast where we look into the evolution of media from 1600 all the way to present day 2020. In this podcast series, you'll learn how the different forms of media have changed culture. Media in the Making, where media and culture are always changing. Now, let's take a step back in time.
Hello, my name is Connor Bloomfield, and with me is Dalen Onspa and Gavin Bentley, and we're answering, what is Facebook? Ironic, isn't it? More specifically, how did it affect culture? Facebook is a place where you can post, share a story, talk to friends, advertise goods for money, and vent hatred into the world. The last two were in Zuckerberg's ideal Facebook when it was first created, but I'm not going to go into that. But my partners will go more into the origin, lifespan, and use of Facebook.
With all that has changed with Facebook, it is easy to forget its true purpose. Facebook's main purpose is to make the world more open and connected. It does this through transparent profiles that require real information about you. This allows for finding people that share similarities to talk and stay connected. Facebook works on an international scale, allowing people from across the world to join together through it. But believe it or not, Facebook wasn't always like this. In its release in 2004, it was called thefacebook.com, and there were only 8 features about it that made it the way it was. The first feature was that Facebook was restricted to only the Harvard University and their .edu addresses. Only people on campus could use it and friend each other. Friend invitations could be sent on Facebook, but require the use of an email. Profiles could be created with a picture and such information as your birthday, gender, campus information, contact information, and some unique information about you. This information could then be looked up through Facebook to find people with such information on their profiles. People could also view one another's friend graph, but what was interesting about this version of Facebook was that the feature for messaging then was non-existent. And with this base, the website would later go on to be opened to more universities and eventually to high school students in 2005.
Facebook in 2004 was very different from Facebook in 2020. It has greatly changed from only having 8 features to now having tons. And a lot of this change has to do with ads and how it's affected our culture. Facebook's micro-targeting features, which allow you to reach your exact targeted audience, whether it's politics or if you're trying to sell something. Companies can use Facebook to pull ads that have to do with hate speeches about their company. Facebook also has an effect on our traditional communication. Surveys show when you are constant on seeing your friends upload with all the new features, then you have a decrease on traditional communication methods. This also shows you how fast you can communicate on Facebook's SO network.
The change in users is actually surprising. In the beginning of Facebook, it was only used by college students so that they can stay connected throughout the day at their campus. But once it hit 1 million users in December 2004, for what InterestingEngineering.com says, Zuckerberg allowed the use of Facebook for other colleges once it got famous with his and others. He made Facebook open to everyone over the age of 13. Today, Facebook has 2.6 billion users. Facebook is a hit. Its net worth is $528 billion. It's a bit surprising for what it has become. Now you can do ads in 14 different ways. Exhilarating.
That was Media in the Making, brought to you by WJHS 91.5 and the Eagle Tech Academy Mass Media classes. Media in the Making aims to teach you about the evolution of media throughout history and its effect on culture. For more from the students, this podcast series will be on 91.5 website, WJHS.org. Thank you for tuning in.